It's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins taking on Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The excitement brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
It's a rematch of one of the great NFL playoff games of all time. The Chargers and Dolphins underway from Miami. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Chargers offense set to go to work. Leading that offense, the rookie from Oregon who was drafted number 6 overall, Justin Herbert.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. A touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
There goes a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Here's Herbert now on second down. This complete to Henry over the middle. And down he'll go at the 25.
Henry.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage for the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The Dolphins now taking the field, led by the 5th overall pick back in April out of Alabama, quarterback Tua Tagovailoa.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
56, check 56.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
Both teams practice this situation. And this time, the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave him some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. One of the storylines in this one, 2 rookie quarterbacks, 2 very good ones. The second and third QBs taken behind Joe Burrow in this year's draft. Tua with the Dolphins at 5, and then Justin Herbert to the Chargers just 1 pick later. Now the former Washington Husky. Here's Myles Gaskin. Justin Jones there on the stop.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. to his throw to find his running back, Breida. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. It'll be a gain of 4, and they're going to have a third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They do go for it. It's Tagovailoa. It's complete to Graham. He's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Tua now on first down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Focus, defense, focus.
Delay of game, offense.
Come on, man.
So that'll back him up 5.
Play to win. Go.
Still first down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. First and 15 following the delay of game.
That's got to be a long day. Mike 56. Mike 56. Go.
Here's a toss right side for Breida. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Great effort by Derwin James on the stop.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
Get ready. Get ready.
Now Tua on the bootleg here. On the move to his left. And that is incomplete. Preston Williams, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Tua. And that is incomplete.
Tagovailoa's pass. Intended for Jakeem Grant. Incomplete.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Hey, check Mike 21.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Watch the run. Watch the run. That's shot, big. That's a big shot.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check Mike 21.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And he will take this all the way out past the 40-yard line. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. They took advantage of the young man right there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its head.
This pass finds its way to Williams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Xavier Howard on recovery.
Third and long. It's Herbert. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
On 20-yard line.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game.
Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
They'll take over.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. We'll see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
6-yard line.
On second down, here's Herbert. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
That was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
Herbert's pass.
And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Rosa's kick is good, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead.
Dolphins, nothing.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, Being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked by the rookie linebacker, Kenneth Murray. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
They'll take over.
So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out in a hurry.
At the
solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
To Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense heading back out. So with the 3 interceptions, how does he erase those from his mind? First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Jerry Tillery. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
At their own 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins going to blow the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it.
Rosa set to kick off.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out. And that first half was nothing short of a disaster. 0 points on the scoreboard and a big 3 in the INT column.
So they've got to get him going, obviously, right? So you've got to get him in rhythm. And we always think of short passes. I think of jet sweeps where they just kind of toss the ball forward. You know, that counts as a forward pass. And then you can say to him, look at that. You completed 3, 4, 5 in a row. Now you've got to get your confidence going.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
On the carry.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull together. Mike 56, Mike 56.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. It's going to lead to Parker left side. And they work this right upfield across the 35. We're on a gain there of 21 yards.
And one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
You must get tired of seeing me. Mike 56.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And he's got this down to the 35. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Off the block, off the block, off the block. Off the block, off the block, block, block.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the Chargers' 27-yard line.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Grant.
The passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. A pick up of 5 that time and a first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry.
To a hit, and the ball is out. And picked up by the Chargers. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And a terrific return return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Recovered by the Chargers.
He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out of practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other, two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Complete to number 81.
Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game, so they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Rosas to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
And the Charger defense now making their way back out onto the field. And they forced the fumble last time. Now 4 turnovers for this defense. They've been darn good.
It's become a feeding frenzy, hasn't it? I mean, almost like the sharks. They descend upon their prey. That's what they've done this entire game. 4 takeaways, they preach it, and today they're living it.
Well, when you have that many, you probably think, all right, well, we'll just get another one now, right?
That's how it works. Everyone feels like, if I didn't get one, I'm doing something wrong.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to go up top again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from the lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was in a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Chargers 20, Dolphins nothing.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point, or in this case, a field goal.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Miami set to take over. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So they don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. That is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and goal at the
Tua to throw again. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter play. Back now in Miami.
Dolphins, nothing.
It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 45 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, I got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they ran right through one